Hey folks, it's Lee from Vapor Brothers. Got another review video for you today. For the sake of honesty and being upfront with you, this video and the next two that I'm going to be doing, the juice was provided for me by the owner of this company. The company is A Vape to Remember, and the one we're looking at tonight is their flavor Monument. Even though this juice was provided for me, I will do my absolute best to give you an honest review. I am friends with the owner, so take all that into consideration. So, Monument, raspberry and coconut. Really fantastic flavor. It's not, you don't have any real separation of the two. It's not a raspberry with some coconut or a coconut with some raspberry. It is a blend of coconut and raspberry. They are their own unique flavor, which I really like. It is a slightly sweeter juice at lower wattage, but it's not so sweet that it overwhelms the actual flavors that you're getting, which I've found happens with some juices. The vapor production off this juice is absolutely excellent. It is a high VG juice, so it's fantastic for anyone running an RDA. If some tanks you might have some issues with it, I personally haven't on any of the ones I run or have run. Just things to take into consideration. Now, a little bit about this juice, which I really like. I think they're fantastic and admirable qualities. The owner of this company, he does competitive vaping. So when he designed a juice, he was designing a juice that he would want to use when he competes as well as vape on a daily basis. So having a juice that has good flavor and isn't overly harsh or isn't completely just washed out and non-existent at higher temperatures, at higher wattages, was very important, especially for the competitive vaping community, at least as far as he was concerned. But having a juice that was still enjoyable by everyday vapors was also a big concern for him, and I think that he really hit this one right on the head. The Monument flavor that we're looking at tonight is just a fantastic blend, and it does run very nicely at higher wattages. I've vaped it off of his rigs, which are on average his mods and his RDAs, and he does run things very, very hot, and they're delicious. I run at, on average, 45 to 50 watts, and they're delicious there too. You get a little bit of flavor evolution or flavor change in the starting right around 55 watts, and it continues up to about 75, 80 watts, but it's not a negative change. You taste a little bit more of the raspberry on the exhale and a little bit more of the coconut on the inhale, and there is a slightly hot texture to it on the tongue, not just the actual legitimate temperature of the vapor, but it has that flavor that you get when you eat a hot piece of fruit dessert. But that range right there is the only place that I find any separation of these flavors. Vapor production is fantastic from start to finish. I think if clouds are one of the things that you're really looking for in a juice, this is a great one to pick up, especially if you are interested in having really good flavor with it too. So let's take a quick look at some vapor production, all right? 45 watts. Even at low wattage, you get a nice dense cloud, which is always a wonderful thing. But you get good flavor. It's not muddied or watered down from not being hot enough, which I find happens with some of the juices, especially juices that are meant to be run at higher temperatures. This is just a good quality juice to run at whatever temperature. Your vapor is very dense, very thick on the tongue, but it's not cloying. It's got almost a creamy texture to it when you vape it, which I like. So let's take a look at it at 50. Obviously, the higher wattage, the better the vapor production is going to be. Just, a fact of the matter. But the flavor really has not undergone any negative changes at 50 watts. So let's take a quick look at it at 60. Jump it up by 10 watts here. $60, the flavor is still delicious. You do get a little bit of that separation I was talking about. The coconut is a lot more noticeable on the inhale. The raspberry is a lot more noticeable on the exhale. But you do still have a nice blending of flavors. Neither one is completely separate from the other. Vapor production is fantastic, and mouthfeel is great. So, if you are looking for a juice that you can vape casually or you can vape competitively, I really think that a Vape to Remember has hit it on the head with their monument. I strongly recommend checking it out. Pick up a bottle, try it, see what you think. I think my only downside, and it's not really specifically about the juice, it's just a fact of temperature change and flavor evolution, is you do get a little bit of a hot fruit mouth feel when you start getting between 55 and, again, I think 55 you get flavor separation. We'll say 60 and 80 watts. I don't typically vape in that area. I know some people do. For me, in that division of wattage, you do have that hot fruit flavor, which is not always the thing that I'm really excited about. Once you get past the 80 watts and you start getting more towards 90, 95, 100 watts, it's just delicious. You still have a really good flavor, and that hot fruit goes away, and you just get an incredible richness. You know that this is carried at Royal Vapors Lounge in Milford. I know there is one other store in New Hampshire that is carrying it at the moment. I'm not sure exactly what store that is. It's worth looking up. Anyways, this is Lee from Vapor Brothers, and this has been my review of the Monument flavor from A Vape to Remember. If you've enjoyed the video, please like us, subscribe, check out some of our others. Alright, hope to see you all again. Vape on, my friends.